Well, Bradders, first and foremost, welcome to Sheffield United. How happy are you to be here, and how exciting is it to be just back in football as well as a whole?
Yeah, really, really excited. As soon as I spoke to Redders and he mentioned about coming, I knew that, once I was back after having a baby, this is where I would be coming. I've been following all the games, chomping at the bit just to get back playing. It's been a tough year for everyone. And obviously with work, it meant that I couldn't play football anyway. Then I had a baby, so now it'd just be nice to be back around, back around a team environment and just ready and raring to go.
Yeah, it must have been a tough decision, obviously, to make, to step away for 12 months, obviously, with the work commitments in the time we were all going through last year. Why did you feel like now it was the right time to come back and start playing again?
I guess I've got another addition to the family, and things are slowly improving, especially with the coronavirus. Things at work are improving. You're starting to get visitors, and my main priority is the people I look after at the care home, and that has always been the case. But now it's a time to put me first again. Maybe I don't know if I could call it first anymore with having 2 children, but just be a bit of me time. I love playing football. It's something I've always loved to do. So as soon as I'd had Harley, 10 days later I was back training. Getting ready, prepared to come to Sheffield.
Yeah, and how much are you looking forward to, obviously back in July when we come back in pre-season, actually getting back on the training pitch, being part of a team again and just being a footballer again, I suppose?
Yeah, literally, just to get my boots back on again. And like I say, I miss being around people, I miss being around the girls, I miss the banter, and I miss the training as well. So it's all right at the minute, training on my own and to get myself fit. But ultimately I'm just ready to play some matches. I think that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and when you do come back, you're not exactly going to be coming in cold. Like you say, the manager, a lot of the players as well from Liverpool, from Donny Bells, and even 1 or 2 from back in the Lincoln Notts County days. So when you do rock up on day one, there's not going to be too much of a meet and greet is there needed because you do know a lot of the players.
I do, which is always nice, and I think that draws you to a club as well, especially when I knew that Redders was here. That's the first thing that drew me to the club with playing for him at Donny and then a short spell at Liverpool. But to have some players around that I already know and that know me as well, and I think that really draws me to the club and something I'm just looking forward to getting back in there to see everyone.
Yeah, how excited after the conversations with Redders in terms of coming back? Because it's been a while, it's been, I think with the pandemic obviously cancelling the season when it did, nigh on 18 months really since you would have played regular football again. But to have Redders here and have someone that must give you a lot of confidence you're coming back into probably the right place, the right environment.
Yeah, and I think that was the biggest thing for me in returning to football. It had to be the right place, it had to have the right people there, because my job still at the care home hasn't changed, and now, like I say, I've got another addition, but I know that we can work together. I've already had conversations with Redders about that, and I know that if I get the best out of me, being happy with everything else at home, then we'll get the best out of me on the pitch as well. So I'm just ready to give it my all.
Yeah, and you said you've been chomping at the bit watching the games. How impressed have you been? Sheffield United, still a very new club to this level of the Women's Championship over the last 3 years. How impressed have you been with the team, and how confident do you feel that this team can push on next season?
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't confident that we could definitely push on. I think, I said to Redders on the phone, I'm only coming if we're winning. Every game I hate losing. That just ruins the weekend for me. So definitely confident. I think, having watched the games, there's not much there, there's not much. There's a fine line in between whoever, Leicester that's been promoted and in the top couple of teams as well. So there's fine margins, I think, things that we can put right. Hopefully I can help with that as well.
Yeah, and it's going to be an exciting season overall. Of course, the league's going to expand. There's going to be a couple of new teams. Obviously, we don't know who they are yet, but it's going to be more games and more regular games. And for everybody, that's what we want, isn't it now?
Yeah, the women's game's improving all the time, and it's a great time to just be a part of that. So all you want to see is improvements, and I think with that, new additions, new clubs coming up, the competition's going to be fierce. So I'm looking forward to it.